What's up, everybody? Everybody order Brad Meltzer's book yet? Go buy his book. Go see him. Go tell him we said hey.
Oh, we have to have an intervention for Ross. He missed trivia because he was gambling.
Yeah, he told us.
Yeah, I know. He told you.
Yeah,
I know. I just want to bring it up again to fucking give him a hard
He
time.
loves gambling.
Dude.
Gambling is the new trivia, he told me. He told me that.
Okay,
He's like,
so we never got the chance to talk to him about this.
Yeah, we're there at the thing, and
you do look skinnier, dude, I gotta say. I love giving you shit, but what's wrong?
it won't stay up.
No, take it all the way up. How many times have you been in? Now, gently down, gently down, gently. Don't throw a fit. You were going to throw a fit like a baby. You're throwing a fit.
I am a throw fit.
Like that.
There we go. Okay, it works.
Yeah, there you go. You just got to be a little more. You got to be gentle.
Gentle,
with it.
okay.
You got to be gentle with it, like you're playing with a lady's clitoris.
well, you know, like big oafs, they they kill puppies.
This microphone don't do what I want.
They squeeze the rabbit and dies.
What book is that from?
Of Mice and Men.
Oh, don't tell him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I knew you wouldn't get it right.
What was the name of the character that killed the rabbits?
I was gonna call him R-word Andre the Giant.
Okay, it was Lenny. It was Lenny.
Okay.
It was Lenny. All
Yeah.
right. You were but EJ was a nerd, I can tell.
Yeah.
You look a lot more presentable. What are you, 20 pounds down?
Yeah.
You look a
At
lot
least
more
20.
presentable. You were sloppy.
Yeah, I was. Dude,
You were sloppy.
There's a picture from my birthday.
He looks
when we
better.
went
I'm
to
not
Epcot.
saying I'm not saying he's done. He's
No, I
finished.
still got work to do.
Because I know you want to yell at him, but he looks better.
I noticed no difference. And I think the
I was
chat
waiting
room,
for that. I was
and,
waiting for that.
and the chat room will corroborate
I was
that.
waiting for that.
And they will.
Did you say corroborate or corroborate? Corroborate. Carabas.
They will agree with me that he looks no different. And you're too complimentary.
Picture, yeah.
It's only been 3 weeks. Like you lost some water weight, whatever.
No, he does. He's got a
little
fresh.
less puffy?
He's got a fresh. He looks a little less
No,
puffy.
plus, I cut my goatee off, which I.
Why'd you cut your goatee?
I did on accident. I forgot to switch the top.
Well,
I
that'll
was
make
using
your
it for
face
my-
look skinnier.
I was using it for my pubes earlier, and then I freaking forgot to
like
switch to.
if Daniel
the beard
shaved
length.
his beard, he'd look immediately skinnier for whatever. It's just
No, I think
because-
I'd look fatter, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Well, you'd look froggier.
You look
Froggy
yeah.
fresh.
Yeah.
I look
Oh,
froggy
but-
fresh.
Monday it was really red. I was like, oh crap.
I was really red.
No, I was.
If you have facial
I
hair,
did it.
it just makes your head bigger, no matter what. So when you get rid of
See,
it,
I think
it's
you look
smaller.
younger and leaner. I really think you do.
It's the facial hair.
Yeah, it's probably that too.
It's framing out your face better.
Well, I just noticed that I can see my penis better when I get a blowjob.
I can't see my penis. That was to bully you.
I just
that was
wanted
to
to
bully
get
you.
it.
That was to bully you because you don't get blowjobs. He's already off to the races. Okay. Where is this? Is 3 and 4 because we demoted him.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
I haven't had a Slurpee since December 4th.
That's a lie.
That is the truth.
It's 1 month ago.
No, but still.
It's not a year or so, whatever.
Well,
it's not even that
impressive.
impressive.
My doctor said I was
God, I
fucking
can't
fat.
remember the last time I had a Slurpee. Oh, it was a month ago.
That's actually pretty not that
Yeah,
long.
not that long ago. David Blaine can hold his breath for a month.
All right.
You want to start?
Yes.
Here we go. 3, 2.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. EJ's on the couch.
What's going on, guys?
We're doing some nerd jock. Oh, do you want to?
Yeah, I'll hit the theme song. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the 1st of 2026. It's Nerd Jock.
Nerds. Nerds. Nerds.
Jock, nerd, nerd.
It's Nerd Jock with EJ. How's it going, EJ?
It's going fantastic. I'm excited for the weekend coming up and Martin Luther King Day and all that stuff.
You look exactly the same as you do.
Are you trying to sell the fact that you were excited about Martin Luther King Day?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to go to the march in Liberty City.
All right.
Okay.
What are you guys going to do?
I'll be there too. I'll be there with you. I too will be at the bar. I don't know what you're talking about.
How dare you pry into my business? I show respect in my own personal way. By you even asking is an insult.
I prefer to stay at home and maybe keep it a little private.
Yeah. All right. So before we started the show, I was talking about to EJ about UM being in the national championship game.
Correct.
Next Monday.
And you were also saying I was being way too complimentary to him because I said he looked good. He lost 20 pounds.
Yeah. So UM is playing Indiana. The spread's UM plus 8.5. So they're
and Indiana
looked really good against Oregon.
They looked like an NFL team to me.
I love their coach. I can't hate on the guy.
Indiana's
He's too fun.
quarterback's going to be the first round number 1 pick.
Yeah, that guy's a stud.
Mendoza. Yeah.
And
he's a stud. He
so-
also looks like a dork.
So-
but stud.
Daniel was telling EJ you have to go. It's down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
Well, my wife was even more adamant. I don't know how.
And it's on a Monday that's on Martin Luther King Day, so we have the day off, so it's easy.
I thought you guys were talking about this in the Tom and Dan chat room, and then somehow my wife got wind that, she's like, you have to go. She's a sports person. You played at U of M.
Not only played, was on the last team on UM that won the national championship.
Boom.
So here's, okay. This is the conversation we had.
Confess this?
Yeah. What do you confess this? This is
going to show how bad of a person you are.
No, it's not. This is logical to me. So okay. If I'm a member of the 1972 Dolphins, right, and the only perfect season, we've all seen the thing every time there's a team that's unbeaten.
Pop the champagne as soon as someone loses.
Yeah, and another team, right? So even if it is the Dolphins, I said that if I was on the 72 Dolphins, and then the Miami Dolphins had an undefeated season. They made it to the Super Bowl, and I'm rooting for them in the back of my mind, maybe not publicly, for them to lose so I can still hold the record for having the only undefeated season. So I was asking you, so let's say you do go to this game, this championship game at Hard Rock.
I'll know on Thursday.
Which you should, by the way.
I'll know on Thursday. I made the request today.
You were a part of the last UM team that won a national championship.
Yep.
No other UM team has won
Nebraska, the Rose Bowl.
Yeah,
yep.
has won the national championship in UM. So I was telling you, I was like, in the back of your mind, don't you kind of want them to lose so that you still can be a part of the last UM team that won the national championship? Because if they do win, then your legacy is dead.
Okay, let me just say this.
Now.
I've been on a team that did lose the national championship too. Remember, I was on the Fiesta Bowl team where we lost to Ohio State the next year.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
But I know how that feels. I don't want someone that I cheer for to have that feeling also.
Yeah, but you
and they beat Ohio State for me, so I'm super excited about this team.
Well, one is a selfless decision, one is a selfish decision, right?
Well, first, rooting doesn't mean anything. You don't have any magical powers, so it's not like you wanting one way or the other is going to affect any part of reality. So who cares?
Absolutely it can. Your attitude being there. Yeah, absolutely. This is the problem with all of your arguments across the board with everything you do.
You think EJ's attitude somehow affects the play on the field?
No, not the play on the field, but it affects him going there. Yeah, he doesn't believe in vibes, though, so just tread lightly. But I'm saying him going there, I definitely think him going there, I'm not saying it affects the guys on the field, but the other people around you aren't going to want to be around you when you do that. Because it's a selfish and horribly rotten thing to do.
No, I'm not saying in the back of your mind, I'm saying, because you see what's going to happen?
Secretly, you're running the numbers passively in your mind, you're a little happy that they lose.
Yeah. I mean, you've said
I don't think normal people make that statement.
No, you said this before. The person taking over your job, like when we talked about,
jobs are different.
That's different from
that's different than a sports team.
But you in the back of your mind, you root for them not to do as well as you did.
Jobs are different, though. I don't think you can compare.
Daniel didn't pray that you failed at being a producer when you were still in the Monsters.
No, I never did.
Yes, he did.
No,
he was really happy that you didn't run any of those emergency broadcast things.
I will bet my life he did.
He did not.
I know he did.
How would that help me? How would that help me if both of us?
It's emotional. You want me to fail.
No, if both of us, if you want me to answer the thing correctly, no, there's no way I did that.
But in the back of your mind, you want to be the last person on the team has won a national
depends.
championship. Because once they win, then your whole legacy is done, and you
It adds to the list.
No,
it's something a little less special.
I think you're a little flawed in your statement because A, you've never been a part of a championship anything, so you can't speak on it.
Well, if I was, I'm telling you.
Okay, that was for you. B, I think if you played there and won, he's already been to the mountaintop.
Yeah.
So if these guys lose, all he does is share in their loss. He's not going to get anything out of that. If they win, they drag him along more time.
Come along.
Yeah, he comes along because he's already done it.
They'll have a shirt with the extra ring on it for next year's ring.
He's already done it.
Instead of 5, it'll be 6.
No, but now their team wins.
They're equal. If they got 2, if they've been there 2, then they're better. But like if you both win it, it's not. There's no better.
But if you're a part of the last team to win it, then that's still something.
There's
moving
more
forward.
arguments you can make.
And then
the only thing I would say is if they start saying this is the best team of all time,
you can't. The portal.
Then I might say, okay, it's not the same.
No, it's not the same. The portal.
Yeah, the portal's
it's not
a different.
The same.
With Carson Beck moving over.
It's the NFL. In fact, your championship. No matter what, your championship is a little better.
Yeah.
Even if they win, yours is a little better because it was organic.
That went to the NFL
it was an organic,
Hall of Famers.
old school championship.
Yeah, but no one looks like that. Looks at it.
I'm looking at it like that right now. So you can't say no.
You're not a nobody.
All right. The majority of people, just like NFL records, they get broken.
Yeah.
It can't be compared because you have an extra week or an extra 2 weeks or whatever. But still, when they reference the all-time rushing champion or the all-time sack champion as Myles Garrett, they never say it's Myles Garrett with an asterisk.
I still like that sack.
I'm just saying when
He went down.
when they reference the all-time sack champion for the season, they will always say Myles Garrett moving forward. They won't say Myles Garrett with an asterisk, like maybe some deep dive. But I'm saying
if you go deep dive and they go per game, I think it's better for the guys that had less games.
So there's something deep down inside you want to be the last person for a member of the team that's won a national championship, because once this team, if they do win it, then it resets you, and then all those players are the last players to win a national championship, and it could go on for 50 years or something. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think like you that way. No.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
I'm just gonna let you
What?
know.
Everybody does. It makes perfect sense.
Everybody does. Perfect sense.
Anyway,
I do like the
You sound like a crazy person,
What are
which
you
I love.
talking about?
well,
I think that's the reason why Brad calls you guys.
if
'cause you're crazy.
it makes you feel any better, I think they are going to lose.
Indiana looked
I've
really
teased
good,
them
but
down.
Oregon shut themselves in the foot a lot that game.
Indiana looked really special.
Really good.
They look that look.
See,
like
I can
a
watch
special
those games
team.
all day long because I have no stake in it. But I've been watching just someone tell me what's happening.
Can I
during the
ask
game.
you though? I mean, like you have been trying to exercise a little bit more, trying to be more present, spend time with your
Just
family.
eating my salads.
It surprised me that he wasn't even watching the game. Like, I started watching the Miami game. He was finishing up some jiu-jitsu with his son. I'm like, you're not watching the game?
He can't watch it because deep down inside he can't watch him win, because every win destroys him. Because
he's gonna keep going.
this is his whole identity. He's wearing the shirt everywhere, the polo, everything he does.
Yeah.
It's the only thing he's ever gonna
He's
have.
walking into the identity.
Yeah.
It's his all he has.
It's
You
all
see,
I have.
as a person, a human being, this is all he's got. And then once beats this Indiana, if it happens, then that little
shadow gets bigger.
A little piece
Yeah.
gets taken away from him because he's no longer a part of the last team in Miami that's won a national championship. This new team is. So it's a little bit closer to the grave and a little bit more irrelevant.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like Tom's starting to be like Vecna. Just
right,
a
what do
little
you
bit
got?
evil.
What do you got?
Well, let's talk about football. How is you doing in your gambling this weekend? I know you lost the Steelers going 10-7, but still losing the first round of the playoffs.
You called the Steelers game though. I want to be on the record as saying that he was one of the only people that said that
I've been winning some money in the playoffs. I will tell you
Texas just
Really?
pretty much put it
Did
down.
you bet against the Jags?
No, I didn't bet.
Because there was a lot of those were the only two upsets were those two, really, right?
Well, they were all away teams, were they not?
Well,
No, the Patriots won at Gillette, and what was the other one? The number 2 seed.
I thought they were all away teams.
the 49ers beat the Eagles.
well, okay. Let's just talk about it. Buffalo and Denver are playing. As Buffalo
Bears
-1.
Bears won at home.
Yeah, and
Buffalo's the favorite -1.
Yes, but I believe that's going to flip. By the way, I've been teasing the hell out of Denver, and I suggest everybody else does.
You don't think they're the truth?
I think that bye is going to hurt them. I think them taking a break is going to hurt them.
Regardless, if I tease Denver up to 7.5, I mean, they were plus 1.5. Now they're plus 1. And most of my other books, it's a pick'em game. So Hard Rock Bet is the only the book that I have, and I've got 7 different ones that have Denver as an underdog. So
really?
I like teasing Denver
the irony
up.
of this being the only books you read.
and then I like pairing them with Seattle and teasing Seattle down to minus 1.5 because Seattle's a minus 7.5 favorite right now, playing a hurt San Francisco
49er
team.
doesn't have anybody except for CMC.
Yeah, and
He
Kittle's
does look
out.
good.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, he's always good.
Yeah, but if you can't win
with no
with one
Kittle,
good player,
and Purdy's gonna do Purdy stuff,
and no one on their defense, and so. Anyway, I think that's a good bet. Also, we have Houston and New England. We watched Houston destroyed Pittsburgh.
Houston's defense looked amazing, but so did the Patriots' defense. Looked good against the Chargers.
Yeah, but now
Herbert was down on the ground the whole game almost.
Christian Gonzalez got a concussion. He's probably not going to play this, and he's our best defensive player.
Yeah.
Who's he might be on the O-line for Texas, Smith. He's a ginormous, mega fat guy. Have you seen this guy?
Oh, yes, yeah.
He's humongous. He's 11 year.
We were talking about the vet.
He's an 11-year veteran there. And
he's got a big old leg brace. He's the biggest human. I mean,
he's the biggest man I've ever seen.
Standing next to NFL players, he looks big.
Yeah.
But next to the refs, he looks like Andre the Giant. Seriously, like, oh, my God.
T.J. Watt was like making him look foolish. Because he's so little comparatively, and he was like, "You're hitting yourself." He'd like slap, and then run around him, and then he'd just stand there like a big fat giant in Game of Thrones, like
it's a mountain.
Yeah. Oh, that guy was it's the biggest person I've ever seen play football.
I like it when the tackles like obviously take a step before the ball is snapped, and then it just lets it.
Yeah, they let it go.
The refs let it go.
They did that so many times this weekend.
A lot.
The Chiefs are notorious for doing this, but I think it's like your little way to cheat the system. Like it just you start
It's just like a quarter second before the snap.
It's almost a millisecond.
Yeah, but only in slow down you see it, but live it's hard to see.
Did you get through your list? So what are we thinking on all of these?
Okay,
it's the 49ers, Seattle, Rams, Bears, Bills, Denver, and the Texans, and the Patriots. Those are the games this weekend.
So it's hard to like I only
2 each day, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday.
You got a team you like following? Like, do you have a team in there that you're excited to see? I'll throw one out there, and this is weird coming from an Atlanta fan, but Patriots.
Really?
Cool to see the Patriots.
The Patriots look good.
Yeah, cool to see
Plus,
the Patriots.
I like Vrabel as a coach.
I do too.
Cool to see the Patriots do well in the Super Bowl. We've watched that for 20 years. Get them the hell out of here.
Yeah, but we don't have a Chiefs or an Eagles that we've had for the past 5 or whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It does feel different.
Tell you the truth, I'd rather see Seattle in it because they looked really good. But Sam
we've
Darnold,
seen that before.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want, Mr. Grumpy?
What do you want?
Okay, the best story and the best storyline is that
Bears, Texans?
is that Buffalo, obviously, because Josh Allen's been great for so long.
No, he has a hot wife. I don't care if he wins.
Yeah, but it's just
Look his wife up.
the story
Haley Steinfeld
and how good
the chick
he's
from Sinners.
Like, I want to see him make a Super Bowl, and then it's hard. So, like, the more years you don't, the more the
Do you want the
chances are
Bills
you
to
won't.
lose another one? That'd be kind of good story as well.
That was a really good sports analogy rhyme you just said.
Yeah.
The more games you don't mean the more games you won't.
So I would like, just for pure entertainment, a Buffalo Bears Super Bowl, just because the Bears haven't.
The Buffalo Bills, you idiot.
And that's unlikely to happen.
That would be good though.
That would be a good.
That
Super
would be
Bowl,
really
but
good.
fun to watch, but
and you're also tapping into 2, I think.
Fan bases
that are
really
huge
rabid.
and rabid.
Yes.
Yeah. The Bears fans that were at the Hollywood Guitar Hotel.
Yeah.
With the Bears fans were the funniest. They were just wild.
Really?
They were
Over the
just
Packers
wild.
fans? The Packers fans
are
travel
everywhere. There's too
yeah.
many of them. The Bears fans were just crazier.
Yeah.
And just
Less of
because
them.
we've seen even Denver, obviously, they've got a good, insane defense this year, and Sean Payton, and that story is interesting. But we've seen Denver.
What do you think, old Bo Nix?
We've seen San Francisco. We've seen Seattle. Even though that's a pretty good story too. We've never seen Houston. I doubt that. Houston, New England, or whatever.
I like their coach too.
And I know the Bears have been in the Super Bowl within the past, 20 years because I remember watching them at Tiffany's place or Tiffany's mom and dad's place back in Kirkland.
Wowies, yeah.
I remember when Devin Hester ran back
with Rex
kickoff.
Grossman as the
quarterback. Yeah. So it's
I
like
love some Devin Hester.
you know, like
He's a Hurricane.
but
Played for the Falcons for a hot second.
For a little bit, yeah.
Anyway.
What else you got?
So let's.
Well, we talked about the national championship, so we're gonna talk about the Magic playing in Germany. Have you seen that story? They're gonna play on the 15th.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty cool to see the guys go back there.
Wagner's gonna play his first game there, which is kind of interesting.
When we're trying to win games,
they're in the head of the Southeast. They're first place,
but we've been a little shaky. I prefer to play things at home and no travel. So. Not to add to the grumpiness, but I'm a grumpy Magic fan. I'm like, we don't need to be doing this. Is it cool? Yes, it's extremely cool, but I really don't care about it. I prefer them not travel, stay in Orlando and win games. That's what I want.
Hold on. Let's just say I stayed as the morning show producer, right?
Yeah. I'm not gonna let it go. Yes, I love digging
and then
It's about me rooting against you.
And then, so you had been the morning show producer for, let's say, how long? Like 8 years, the longest running producer.
I would have to know and care about that to actually. Okay.
No, you did
honestly
care.
Think I was like, I'm the oldest running producer of this shit.
Let's say you did care, and then like you left, and then or you retired.
Yeah.
As the longest running Orlando morning show producer, right? And then then I get the job after you. You're like, okay, but I'll never you're like, Tom will never make it to 10 years like I did or whatever.
Right.
So then on year number 9, right, and some mix-ups are happening, and then they started letting people go.
Yeah.
In the back of your mind, you're like, oh, please.
I hope he misses a dump button. I hope he misses a dump button. No, he's not cheering for that.
Now, does it count?
You want to hold your legacy?
Does it count that I hold the legacy because here I am the producer and have done this longer than that?
No, I'm just saying you want to hold this legacy.
No, I still
and this
do.
Other
Like
thing.
even right now, I
this is a different show. A different show.
Yeah, but it's still a producer in the Orlando Escape. That was what you were laying out there.
See,
so I would be redoing that right here.
Like,
do you do this to other people? Like, is this how you live your life?
For other people's downfall?
Yeah, do you? Because it really
doesn't matter.
He does cheer against me getting fat again.
It's an
insanely
passive. It's like I feel passively.
What you want?
I feel passively that every minute of the day you fill your mind with rottenness. That's what I think you do.
No, but in your mind,
why passively root against people?
Who
Because
cares?
it doesn't help you.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It helps EJ if you doesn't win.
Only if you
What do you mean, no? It has to.
I don't feel that way.
Who cares how you feel?
Only if you subscribe to the idea that if somebody else wins, you lose. And I don't subscribe to that idea.
It's not a zero-sum game.
If you subscribe to that idea, you're an amoeba. You're like a one-cell organism. That is not true.
We have to take calls now. I got to hear from other people.
What? Nobody believes that. There's not one person is secretly riding around wondering that every little
but it's like
interaction that they have in life, that they're the winner and the best at everything because they want other people secretly and passively to fail all around them.
I don't cheer for my enemies to fail.
No, you're twisting my words. I'm saying, like, imagine you held a record, right? And then someone's about to break the record.
But it's not a record. It's different teams winning a national championship each year. It's not like they go,
he's the last one,
no, but
they're part of my fraternity, basically.
Correct.
The fraternity of
team.
Miami Hurricanes. If I win, they win. If they win, I win.
I'd have to talk to a person that's still alive from the 72 Dolphins.
No, but they prove it every day.
Larry Zonka. He can call up.
Zonka for sure. If the Dolphins were undefeated one year, Zonka for sure in his head. It's like, please lose. For sure.
No, he's not.
I know Zonka.
Who's the cocaine guy that played for the
Michael Irvin.
Why is Michael Irvin on the sidelines? He's not on the sidelines rooting against Miami actively. He's there to be part of the brotherhood.
Ray Lewis.
That's why you're so wrong on this.
Guys,
none of these guys are there because they want the team that's actively on the field to fail so they can be the winners. They're there to be a part of the fraternity. That's why you're so short-sighted on this.
Michael Irvin is different because he is famous for a million other things, and like
Three
it
Super
just
Bowls
doesn't matter.
with the Dallas Cowboys.
this is all EJ's got. Like this is different. I'm not saying other people do this. Like
you know, I do
Jeremy
other things
Shockey,
other than that.
Kellen Winslow in jail. Like, well, actually, he's rooting against him for sure.
You know, I'm a father
You
and
and
stuff.
Kellen
I do
Winslow.
other things other than this.
First, you and Kellen Winslow a lot alike.
No, not even close.
And,
in a lot of ways.
And both of you should be rooting against UM this Monday. That's all I'm saying.
Psycho.
All right, we figured it out.
All right.
I know. I've been saying this
The
for
chat
years.
room agrees with me.
Tom's the bad one for sure.
Not
now.
one person.
It's
Yes, they all
definitive at
agree
this point.
with me. Call in. I'll talk to you. All right.
Okay, let's go to nerd stuff. I know we talked about a little bit of Stranger Things, the finale.
Yes.
What'd you think about it?
Have you seen the
memes where they're saying there's a secret episode?
No, have you seen the secret video that some people got of Barb? The girl that played Barb, the actress that played Barb.
Died in the pool.
Yeah, they died in the pool. The first
became
the
a
first kid
Demogorgon,
to die.
like,
so
slug
they
factory.
found her. They found her at like one of these cons, and somebody secretly filmed her, and nobody's in her line, and she's just sitting there with a sign behind her that says Barb.
That's weird
it's
because
sad.
Barb it became
She's
a
a big
meme,
deal.
And like taking a picture with Barb, I feel like I would do it.
I think it's been reframed. I think that was, yes, it was slow at that moment, but I think most of the time she's pretty, like, get a lot of people.
Yeah,
I thought it was like a Sunday when everyone's already closed up all their shops and
they
stuff
tried
like
to frame
that.
it and make her look stupid, and that's what you're getting a lot now.
Yeah,
is that,
manufactured
like,
media.
Yeah,
I
like
get that.
people are going and trying to make Barb actively look dumb. But
Why?
Yeah, I don't. Cause, why not?
So,
but I liked it. I
People-
liked the ending.
people-
I'm one of the few people that likes
As
the
we
endings.
just learned
Yeah.
in the last segment, people like seeing other people fail.
no, I don't. It's
I totally agree with Tom though. There's way too much talking during the apocalypse. Like I totally agree with your like, hey, let's have a little heart
Yeah,
to
you didn't
heart
like that, did
when
you?
stuff is going down, when there's time on the clock. What are you doing?
it became distracting
Every single time.
because
Will and his mom, freaking telling everyone he's gay, all that stuff. Spoilers.
I already accidentally spoiled. I thought that was known.
I think that's obvious. I don't. If anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
there's
look at
been
his
so
hair.
many memes of it that
Well,
at this point, if you haven't seen it,
I think why people the corniness of it is like, all right, let me sit everybody down before we try to save ourselves from this planet that's crashing. Blah blah blah. I don't want to ruin anything, but like the most stressful situation where time is of the essence.
yes, we gotta climb a huge tower in a couple seconds.
He's pulling it down like this, and we're about to almost. I mean, we definitely could easily all die doing this.
Humanity is depending on us to save everybody.
The world could end. You see what I'm saying here? And you're like, wait, now before we do this, and we're all about to die, I gotta tell you, boy or girl. No, who cares? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Without
it's like-
spoiling, he's kind of doing
No,
stuff.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, you know, the person be like, we gotta go.
What are you doing? We don't got time for
cares?
this. I wanted the guy that what is his name? I can't think of the guy. The guy that was always bringing us supplies. Lenny or something like that,
Yeah,
or Denny
yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that. If he would have said, "We don't got time for this. We got to go,"
Yeah,
I would
of
have
course.
loved that.
Yeah, and so
Cut off your monologue.
And I guess in a situation like this, listen, I'm no writer, and the Duffer Brothers are way more creative than I'll ever be, and most of anybody that is giving criticism to the Stranger Things, you'll never be like. What else are you gonna do?
What have I write?
I think
Yeah.
you're a Monday morning quarterback. You're saying like, I would have done things different. Like, yeah, would you have? Like, you don't know. And so, like, I guess the way they did it is their art. They had to have done it that way, but it was distracting and kind of corny and ridiculous at a certain point in time with how many emotional conversations they were having during time-sensitive, crazy moments in the show.
But they insist, like the Duffer Brothers insist that they always had the ending. They knew exactly where they were going. It wasn't like, you know, because there are the shows where we as the audience, I know we can feel that they don't know where they're going. Okay. And we know what that's like. We know some of those shows where like
like they always
they don't know where they're going here. The Duffer Brothers supposedly this was always. You don't believe that? What do you?
Well, no. I have an issue with. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without spoiling.
Yeah,
the
don't
ending.
spoil it.
I'm trying to think of. Do you remember the end of Total Recall? Where
which one? Newer?
The original one.
Okay.
With Arnold.
Of course I do.
Okay, yeah.
I remember the three
Yes,
Ps
of course.
the most, and then Daniel
It
does
goes 3 T's that
the claymation,
and then pulling the head
bullseye.
off, and then throwing it at somebody. We'll get ready for a surprise. Yeah. Okay. At the end of that movie, was it all in his head or was it not?
Oh, I always thought it was all in his. What am I supposed to?
Do you, no. I'm just saying with that movie, with Total Recall,
I always thought it was all in his head.
he was all in his head, and it was just gonna go. He was gonna go. He was lobotomized in that chair.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go with just like a lot of movies. It's up for interpretation.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
And
Yeah.
it could be and it couldn't be, which is kind of a lazy way out in writing. The Duffer Brothers. If I,
That's what I'm trying to say without saying it. Yeah.
I like it. I do like it when you pick a side.
I mean,
I do
totally.
like that. Yeah.
Sopranos did this,
Yeah.
and then it's like, did they shoot him? Did he go?
Yeah.
out
Are
of,
they
you
all
know,
dead, or is it just
you know,
it fades to black and we're not sure?
Lots of movies do this where the ending kind of, it's like whatever you choose it to be, and that's fine.
You know what doesn't do that? Is was it Brightburn?
Oh, with a fake Superman,
Where the
with
kid
evil
was
Superman?
the evil Superman. You ever
Yeah.
seen that movie?
I haven't. It's called Brightburn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wears like a hood on his face.
Yeah, he's like a
and
little farm kid.
scary
The whole story
Superman.
is Superman. A boy comes and lives on a farm.
It's Homelander.
Yeah.
If Homelander was a kid, and he was really evil at the beginning.
But man, I watched that recently. Like I went in the Wayback Machine, and I watch movies that are 10 years old.
Yeah.
And I was not. That ending is an ending.
It's
There's
rough.
an ending.
Yeah.
They did an ending. They
Yeah.
chose, and that's a good example. Without me, I'll say it right there. It's an ending, but they picked a side. They were like, you know what? We're not going to leave this up for interpretation.
Yeah.
We're going to let this.
You're gonna either
burn.
happy or
We're
sad.
gonna let
Yeah.
this burn.
Yeah.
So let's say
A Brightburn. Was it Brightburn? Burn Bright? Whatever it's called. Brightburn.
Let's say Good Sauce with Ross and Joel become the next Orlando's greatest
He's gonna do it
podcast. And then everybody's talking about
Well,
it.
it happened. No, this happened. It happened last year with
Yeah.
the weekly. We did not win. We did not win.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. The podcast that
Hey.
won is that no one even heard of.
No,
No one
on
even.
the listing, as far as they got the plaque,
Nah.
I think it's a perfect example. They won the championship.
No one would agree if you took a poll. I know the truth, but I'm just saying, like,
Got it in writing.
let's
Do they
say
need a monthly segment with a nerd and a jock in there?
let's say another podcast started getting popular again, and they're the new hottest thing, and
Yeah.
people, and they were winning their wars and stuff, and then
Yeah.
people start calling them the Orlando's greatest podcast, and we're gonna
we
be like,
ne-
oh, what the hell?
Well, in order for me to be upset about that, we would have to be called Orlando's greatest podcast.
Yeah.
Lucky for us, we are not.
well,
So
that's
it
why
doesn't-
I call it that in my
It does not affect me.
I want to show it the greatest show that ever.
This show should be called Nerd Jock and Why Tom is the Crazy One.
Yes.
EJ, that's all he's got. Anyway, all right.
That's not all I have. I'm a father.
I mean, that is the only
Yeah.
thing I agree with Tom on. It is all you got. Okay, I do
Thank you,
disagree with
thank you.
Tom. I disagree with him in the argument, but I can't let you lie to my friend. It is all you have.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna dig my heels in
Take
when I
you a
need
little
to.
bit, yeah.
But when you're
Business
right,
partner,
look,
yeah.
when you're right, you're right.
So that's it with Stranger Things. There's
Okay,
going to be
yeah.
no more. Is there going to be any spinoffs? Because
Supposedly there's spin-offs, yes.
there's still value in the brand.
I
and
think
that's
what they're going to do is a prequel, because remember the rock. Oh, I can't. Well, can I say this? The rock that was in his hand in the
No,
cave.
you can't say that.
I can say that. It's not that
Okay.
much of a spoiler without saying who it was.
Okay.
That kind of says
You
it.
don't say who it is.
Yeah, if you know the story, you know what I'm talking about.
Do you think they spin it off with a different
It's
generation?
prequel. I think they do prequel and do Vecna's like origin and kind of what happened.
But this, like, if they do prequel, do they do it with a 70s style? Because the whole show.
Yeah. Oh no, 50s, because it was
50s,
during
okay.
his
The
time.
50s, yeah.
Because they also
Now,
did
did
that
that-
play.
that
They
would
already did a
work.
play. Yeah.
But would it? Because the 80s is prime.
50s is good music.
Middle
Yeah.
age, yeah, but so many more of the target demographic.
Yeah.
would,
People in their 40s
would
were
recognize
born
with
in the
the
80s and 70s. Yeah.
And then the 50s, I mean, a
Most
lot
of
of
them are
people
gone, yeah.
are gone, and then don't have that connection with the 50s nostalgia that they do with the 80s. And that was part of, I mean, a huge part of Stranger Things' success was the nostalgic part of,
Oh, for sure.
borrowing
That was the
from
hook.
Yeah,
borrowing
everything that was from our
movies.
childhood was in that show.
Well, that's what got us
Yeah.
into it, right?
Yeah, that
I mean,
was what
that's
grabbed
why we
me,
were
yeah.
there to begin with.
I say you do a sequel and reboot in the 90s because that.
Oh, 90s to burn hot.
Because
Yeah.
think about it, it's been 10 years since the Stranger Things started, so
Since it started,
everybody's
yeah.
aged and stuff. Like you do something from the 90s, you're recapturing the same demo you did at the beginning of Stranger Things.
Yeah,
if
but they did
makes
that with the
sense.
70s show, and then they did the 80s show, and that thing failed hard.
I think you could do
I want to
a
do
90s.
all black Stranger Things. All black.
I have a story. Actually, you know what? That just brings me on one of my other stories. They're going to do a Burbs. Do you remember the Burbs? Tom Hanks and Corey Feldman were in the movie where they were in a neighborhood.
I do remember
and there was
Burbs.
a crazy
Hold on,
murder
Corey
house.
Feldman wore that army jacket in that
yes,
movie, right?
and like
Yes, The Burbs is an
the pizza man's here, man.
That's an
yeah.
The Burbs is
The
an
Burbs is
underrated 80s
amazing.
movies. That's a good movie.
Where the neighbor was doing something crazy.
They thought that he was a killer, and they're like, because they found like a femur in his backyard, and the dog brought the femur over to him.
Yeah.
I remember
And it
that.
turns out he was doing something.
Spoilers for a 30-year-old,
The
4-year-old
Burbs
movie.
is a good
It was
80s
fantastic.
movie.
Well, they're going to make a television show on Peacock, and it's going to be different. It's Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer? Oh, nice.
Keke Palmer is the main character, and she's supposed to be like the Tom Hanks like stand-in kind of.
Well, it was
but
kind
she's
of
black in a
funny.
white neighborhood, so
Yeah.
it's a little bit of more tweak to it,
So
but
like
it kind of looks
Black
interesting.
Burbs? I'm into that.
Yes, and it's a series, and it's still kind of the same plot. Like there's someone moves into the murder house, and
That's
you know
cool.
the energy vampire from What We Do in the Shadows. He's
Yes.
in it too.
Oh.
So I'm kind of
This might
excited
be
about
really
it.
good.
It's on Peacock, so
Okay.
it's worth watching, I think.
All right. That's a great suggestion.
Do you know if they said it?
It starts February 8th, 2026.
Okay, it's close.
Yeah,
It's close.
soon.
Because a lot of writing they have to set social
Cell phones
media
and
and cell
social
phones.
medias, yeah.
Because like the suspicion, like so let's say your neighbor moves in and they're suspicious. Like current day times, you would just start researching them on the internet.
Maybe.
And
Or
then, you know what I'm
and
saying?
the Viper, maybe they're doing that. And they're just witness protection.
Yeah, it's but then it's easier to write with if it's pre the internet and social media, and then they have to research them by actually breaking into the basement to see what's in there, or like you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Because
right.
There's no Zillow app where you can see what's inside the
yes,
house. Yeah.
yeah. It's more of an interesting story pre-internet, and I wonder if they do that or not. We'll
See, I think I'm so stupid that if you just did it and pretended like there was no internet, I'd be like, oh,
Or just pretend that
Sometimes-
universe doesn't have it.
yeah, because I'm
Kind of
not
like
the,
Fallout.
They do
I'm
was
not
that.
the
doing,
type
yeah.
do
of
that.
viewer that will be watching it and be like, oh man, they could solve a lot of this by just getting on Google.
I do that.
don't.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
do
what they
that.
did with The Walking Dead. There was no zombie media for The Walking Dead before it happened. That's part of that universe.
I ruin everything in my life with that.
With the internet,
That's not fun.
Crystal,
there's no magic, and you ruin the magic every single time.
Crystal, over the weekend, I was watching a playoff game, and she's like, well, "Who are you rooting for?" I'm like, "I just need either the Bears or the Packers not to win by over 7.5."
Oh my God.
She was like,
The things you're wishing for are insane.
She's like, "What?"
You
And
are
I'm
an
like,
accountant
I'm
that
like-
cares about numbers more than you care about emotions.
I'm like,
That's
I
crazy.
teased both sides, so I got plus 7.5 on the Bears and the Packers. So as long as they both don't win by 7.5, I win. She's like, you've taken the fun away from everything in your life.
No,
Psycho.
like that's threading the needle. I can see that side of it for sure.
Exciting,
Right.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Like-
riding the lightning a little bit.
But anything like that, I watch a movie, I'm like, well, why? If they have a question, I'm like, well, put it in your phone. And
Yeah.
if-
But that's funny because you say that all the time, but you don't have ChatGPT on your phone. Like you'll
Well,
tell
I
me
have to ask you to do
yeah, I
it.
know.
Yeah,
He'll be like,
You're his
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
And I'm like, ChatGPT.
Well, he was doing that earlier. He was seeing if any team has won the championship at their home stadium before.
Yeah,
he was
just
doing that a little bit
circling,
ago.
staring at his phone. He's just staring in a circle.
And then he's going to accept whatever AI tells him, even though it might be wrong.
You have to double.
it's
You have to
alright.
double
Yeah.
research.
You
You have
gotta
to
do a
read
double,
it
yeah.
and double
No.
research it. Yeah.
I'll die by what it says 100% of the time.
What else? You
Okay,
got?
the other thing. Have you seen the Avengers trailers? I know they've only been in front of
No.
the Avatar's new movie. They've been putting in front of that, and I think they were doing that to bolster its numbers.
The fire
which I
avatar
don't like,
lady,
yes.
The fire avatar lady, the skinny fire avatar, the mean one.
Yeah.
In the commercials.
Yeah.
It's like, Betty know that. She makes me horny.
Yeah, I can see
The
that.
tall fire avatar, long braids.
The fact that they did a water one and now,
now
a
they're doing
fire,
fire?
that's just like it's
You don't
so.
like it?
It's
They're going to do
cor-
wind, and then they're going to do earth.
It's
Yeah, they're going to do
corny.
airbender probably.
It's corny. You know what I'm saying? Like
Who's most powerful? Fire. Everyone knows that. Fire's the most
Fire
powerful.
Nation, yeah.
it's just like I'm like, of course you did fire. You did water, fire, and there's like.
Would be weird if they did like fire, water,
Well, just
earth, and then the last one they did
Heart.
like marzipan.
Kinda like
or
Captain
I don't know,
Planet.
Sprite, the soda, Sprite. This whole Avatar they're all created out
Oh,
of
do a
this-
deep dive on Captain Planet. I saw one of my mini documentaries, like Tom always says.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how Ted Turner made Captain Planet just to be a horrible person.
What do you mean? He did
Like it was basically he was going after people he hated, and use Captain Planet as his like tool to go after them.
So if there was like an environmental,
the greedy business guy, the oil barons and stuff like that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
so
do a deep dive on it. You'll find some stuff out.
All right.
But going back to Avengers Doomsday, you haven't seen any of the new trailers, like for the X-Men one or
I honestly
Thor,
think that they put out so much of it, and this is just for me, not for Marvel people, because I know you guys are all out there and you love it. There was so much of it, and you all insisted on me to watch it so much, and like, oh, you got to watch it, and then you shoved it down my throat, and the Gauntlet of Eternity or whatever.
And too much homework.
And the jewels, and it's so much that now I hate it all. Now when I see it, if you're like, hey, new Marvel movie, I'm like, no, thank you, I'm fine.
Yeah, it's overly interconnected now.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I
can see that.
I don't. I'll just go with an original story.
And you're probably like me, you're like a completionist, and if you don't know everything, it's going to bother you. I hate stuff like that.
No, I'm more of a 2-hour gooner. I never complete.
Do you think Deion Sanders wanted Travis Hunter to be successful?
or Devin Hester?
He did. No, playing both sides. He's like, I'm the one that plays both sides, and I know he's done it.
He would call him and help him out. Yeah.
He was a mentor to him.
Right. In the back of his mind, he wanted to fail.
We point out facts, and he just says, nah.
And when he blew his ACL out.
Kind of sounds like somebody else you know, right?
Yeah,
when you point out facts, and they're like, no, facts don't matter. I do what I want.
Well, a lot of people like that guy. But also when he blew his ACL out off court, Neon Dion was like, yes.
I don't think he was.
He's like, couldn't do it. Like me, I did it.
That makes sense. Who do you think you are?
In the back of his mind. He did it publicly. I'm just saying in the recesses of his mind. All right, what's the
You'll never know. You'll never know.
The last thing I have is Pokemon is doing Lego is doing new Pokemon. They used to be Duplo, and now they're doing Lego. Remember they were doing those off-brand Legos?
Well, no, Duplo is a Lego product.
No, I can't think of what the name
What's
of the brand was.
What's interesting about it is like they did start. That's smart. They started doing like Pokemon like with the younger Lego, and now it's just growing with them. But yeah, aren't they supposed to do a bunch?
Yes, there's one. It's like $649 for all the Kanto starters final evolutions all together.
Yeah, it's one of those.
And it's like 3,000 pieces.
It's one of those ones that Tracy, that works with us, buys. Her husband and her son are addicted to Lego, and they buy like the $400 Death Star and the $200 Titanic and
the Executor Darth Vader ship. It's huge.
I mean, like, I am glad that you
or
and
the Home Alone house.
I have the Home Alone house. That one I have. Yeah. That one I have. And in fact, that one I have the Home Alone house, and I have it with lights. Like, we even bought the light kit to light it up.
Does it come with a prostitute now? Because the guy got...
I know, right?
Soliciting a prostitute.
We didn't... No, that never made the show.
You never talked about Marv, right?
Daniel Stern.
Yeah. Leave him.
He's soliciting a prostitute.
Have you looked at him? He looks like a man that needs a prostitute.
Yes.
So leave him
alone. Yes.
Yeah.
Why is that news?
And that's entrapment, by the way, because the only way you get him is by putting a police officer and you put the hottest one. And
I didn't see her. Was she hot?
Well, I'm just guessing. Like I
want to see a picture of the one that got him in trouble.
That's the only way you get caught soliciting a prostitute is the officer is the prostitute, right? And they put her on the street.
Or they hear it nearby, or they do a tunnel scenario where they're in the booth next to them.
But normally they put the female officer out there and then dress her up like a hooker, and then she walks the street, and then you arrest every poor
But you can get out of you can get out of that. You're like, right as she unzips you, you say, "You ain't a cop." If you say
they have to tell you the truth.
They have to tell you the truth,
which is total BS.
And then one of the wet bandits is driving, and he's like, "See, I'm like way better than the normal crackies that are out there."
What if you get Daniel Stern?
No. I'm thinking of the actual prostitutes. Have you seen like actual streetwalkers?
How young was she?
I used to live on OBT and I'd drive by them all the time. I'm like, well, I
used to see them all the time going past Florida
I'd
Mall.
have to be Daniel Stern.
I'm just saying, at the level.
No, you're closer to Joe Pesci.
I'd have to be a completely disgusting, sticky bandit to do that.
I'm just saying, the level of desperate I'd have to be to stop and maybe a hammer mouth. I'll get that from anybody. Really.
What about just a hand? That's the way I think.
A hand?
As an older man,
massage parlor.
As a 49-year-old man, I think in terms of hands now, because I feel like as a 49-year-old man, I've seen it all. If I only had to have hands until I die, that's okay.
No.
It's not best.
The hand is the worst.
Somebody else's hand is fantastic.
Sometimes I'll beg for the hand, and then when she's doing it, and I'm like, it's not going to happen.
I take too many supplements. I take too many running supplements, and I have a dead weenie.
It's like, I don't even want this. Not for my old wife. Maybe for someone new.
It's like having an old witch. It's like having an old witch trying to turn on a lamp.
Yeah. Actually, you're mad about it, I can tell.
Why are you frowning? Turn the corners of your mouth up.
The problem with the hand, you got to look at their face.
No, I don't look at their face. I look right at the hand.
Yeah, look at that.
Anyway,
You know the weird thing about my wife when she does hand? I have to have her put a Michael Jackson glove on.
See, my wife never does the hand.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
never.
you gotta try it.
No.
Well, yeah.
Michael Jackson glove.
Well, that's a begging scenario. No one wants to do the hand. The wife,
Because
know,
it becomes this. It's like, can I do the X? And they're like,
yeah.
no. And they're like, can I do mouth? They're like, no. And then you're like, come on, hand. And they're like, okay.
Yeah. But then when they're doing the hand, you're like, mouth. I knew it. I'm sorry. Don't stop the hand. Oh, I ruined it.
Yeah.
I got too greedy.
And then I'm embarrassed. And then I run into my toilet. I slide the slide door. I hide.
Yeah. I always get too greedy.
Of course, you're supposed to push the envelope. How do you think it worked when you were a kid?
Yeah. You're just like, oh,
We've been
one
classically
step
conditioned.
forward.
And then while I'm hiding, embarrassed that my wife, didn't use her hand on me, and I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if Good Sauce with Joel is a better sauce. Right? And then I'm
show
like,
ever.
are they the new hot thing? Are they the champ now?
Yeah, I
and
gotta
then it
see
makes
it
me
out
mad,
there.
and then I'm like, Tom was right.
Or giving Ross Tots with Ross on
Yeah.
your show, and
I'm like,
you
maybe-
gave him an opportunity to pass you up. That's
and then
not
I'm
good
like,
too.
Maybe they're right.
He's
Maybe-
addicted to gambling, so you don't got to worry
You know
about
what it
that.
is? It's the fact that some people think by rooting mentally for something to happen, they have some sort of effect over the reality, and I have no relation with that. Like what I want to happen has no relation to what's going to happen. So I think it's totally
the exact
meaningless.
opposite. If I want something, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the same.
That's just as crazy. I know.
You're on
Just
the
as
same
crazy.
page
I
if you-
Yeah. So that's
Then
why you
then
don't do
get
it.
Then
I
you
know.
get it.
Like the
Alright.
Bears versus the Bills in the championship game in Super Bowl.
Yeah, we want that, but we probably will
not
not
gonna
get
get it.
that. So, anything to plug?
Nope,
No.
he's got nothing. I will say
I have nothing.
Because it's all he's got. You said that multiple times.
EJ,
Oh, Venmo me some money so I can go on my Australia trip and go first class.
no one is going to do that.
I know no one's gonna do it.
I'm
No
sorry
one
not
wants
doing
that. I don't want that. For a
I'm
guy
losing
that I
weight,
know.
so I don't need the seat. I don't need the big seat.
I'll be mad
anymore.
if you're first class. Because I'll be like, I don't get to go first class. Everybody thinks that way.
I kind of agree with that. I do too. Like everyone that's sitting in first class, I'm like, we're gonna eat you when the
So,
revolution happens.
This may be the last time we're going to say it. EJ, the only former national champion. I guess I've screwed it all.
That we know. No, you're close. You're close.
That
You're
we
close.
know.
Close. Last time national
Yeah,
championship.
yeah.
Yeah, that we know from what year?
2001.
2001.
2002 Rose Bowl.
There you go.
Okay, all right.
2001, 2002. Will it? It hangs in the balance.
Also, we found, and we could be totally wrong about this, but this is the only time in
That's what-
current national championship days
Yeah.
that Miami or a team is
Playing a home
playing
game.
at home because they're playing.
Big deal.
Since the start of the playoffs, like the BCS, like there was a de facto one in like '95 we were talking about,
Yeah.
like Nebraska and Miami played at the Orange Bowl.
Yeah,
and
my
that
wife
was a de
is
facto.
Yeah,
one.
Andrea is in the chat room, and she wanted
Yeah?
to make sure that you did request tickets.
I requested tickets.
Okay.
I'll know Thursday morning
All
if
right.
I get them or not.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're $475 each.
What would you guys? We can end with this. I think the
The tickets are going for like $3,000.
Yeah, I think
I can't sell 'em, though.
The
I'll get in
vibe
trouble.
though of the stadium is going to be insane.
Oh yeah.
Like it's going to be the craziest.
Well, they're
one.
going to check people's tickets to even be in the parking lot, is what I was hearing.
Oh,
because
that's
they,
not
like
fun.
Well, they want to make sure that the
Yeah.
people that are supposed to be there, and then there's going to be like, remember what happened with the FIFA World Cup
I
or
do,
whatever, and they
yeah.
tried to rush the stadium. They're kind of
And
worried
they
about
did,
that
they got
happening again.
in.
Yeah, they got in.
What are you talking about? They got in.
Do you think there'll be more Miami fans there?
Oh, for sure.
I think
what
it's
kind of
gonna be-
question is that? But like,
That's a legitimate question.
I think it'll be
because
overloaded.
with national championship games, just like Super Bowl. Because remember when Tampa played
Played it.
in 2020?
That was
Raymond
awesome.
James-
They played at
James,
home,
yeah.
and then it wasn't overwhelming
No, it
amount of
wasn't
Tampa because the Super Bowl brings in people, everybody.
I think
so
this
it's like-
is different. I think college people seem to be more crazy about their teams than even
Well,
NFL
Indiana
teams.
has never been in a national championship game, so this will be their first time,
There you go.
and they might travel. This might be like the Eagles going to the Super Bowl those years ago.
Yeah, Conway J says that Indiana travels really well.
I can
They're
see
one of
them,
those
yeah.
Teams.
So I don't know if it'll make a difference.
Maybe
like,
it'll be
crowd-wise.
because they
We'll
sold the
see.
tickets before anyone know who was in the championship.
yeah.
A lot of Miami people are going to buy it because it's local, whatever.
I thought that was smart.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. It made it, seemingly
Because
fair.
it's sold out. And we're buying for a pack they held back.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm rooting for UM to win because I want to take it from EJ. So, all right. Let's go.
I used to want Indiana to win their first one.
Take it from them. All right.
Oh, that was the best part of I was telling Tom about Pat McAfee doing the game call. I'd never seen him do the call, and he was doing the call of the semifinals game, and he kept calling Sebastian the Ibis.
Yeah.
He kept calling him Caney. and telling other people that that's who they were. In fact, Nikki Bella from WWE appeared live, and he goes, "Oh, that's Caney," and she's like, "Hey, Caney," and was hugging him, and she called him Caney all night. And it was a little joke he gave her. Oh, it was fantastic.
I remember when Caney got hit by a stray bullet in New Year's. Little Miami fact.
That is a fact.
Little fact.
I know a story about someone they stole the costume from him at one night.
Was it Michael Irvin? Because there's cocaine on it. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.